go back to the carriers and the idea of a clean thing. If I buy a new PC or buy a new Mac and there's a new software update, I don't have to go back and wait for Dell to tell me whether or not I can install Windows 7 or whatever it is I want to have. I can just get it. Is there not a way you can go back to the carriers and say, you know what, Android's free, give it out to everybody, but you give the users an option that if they want to have a clean install, they can do it, and they can download updates directly from Google. You do that with the Nexus 1. Nexus 1's great, because turn it on, don't even have to have a carrier.
I love the fact that the two of you love the Nexus 1.
What?
Thank you very much. The fact of the matter is that if we were to put those kinds of restrictions on an open source product, we would be violating the principle of open source. I mean, I understand your question, which is, and you want to be very careful in open source. If you look at what happened with Sun decided to try to have both ways with Java, and I was heavily involved in this dispute, and I was on the losing side of this battle. So they created this thing called the Java Community License, and so forth and so on. In my view, it did not serve people well. They would have been much better if they'd used what essentially became the Apache open license.
But you don't have to force them. You can say, like, you know, Google Plus or Google Approved or Google Happy or Google Smiley Face on their devices.
We could certainly do some branding, and we've thought about that. But frankly, we're running so fast, just keeping up with the volume. I'm not as worried about this as you guys, because we have very large forward deployments. Lots of learning that's going to go in the industry. Again, Michael, maybe your point is exactly right, in which case maybe the carriers will learn. Competition should work. If you're right and everyone agrees with you, and if you're wrong, well, then I'm sorry. You'll be happy to hear for Nexus 1.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So,
I kind of rolled fast.